I'm Mari from Japan. I'm here with Ron from Hawaii. Today we're going to be talking about abilities, so let's start with food. Can you cook?
I can't cook well, but I do cook. So I think the reason why I can't cook well is because I can eat anything. So I don't try very hard to make it taste good.
What do you like to cook?
I like to barbecue outside on the grill.
What do you put on your barbecue?
When I cook meat, I don't put much, only salt, pepper, and a little bit of seasoning.
Okay, good. Next, do you think you're a good dancer?
No, I don't think I'm a good dancer, and I don't really try to be a good dancer either.
Do you not like to dance?
I don't like to dance.
At all.
Right.
I heard that you're a good line dancer.
I would like to learn how to line dance, and I do like country music, but I haven't officially been taught how to line dance.
So you don't dance at all?
No.
Okay. Next, are you a good singer?
No, I'm not a good singer, but I do enjoy going to karaoke.
What do you like to sing?
In Hawaii, when I go to karaoke, I enjoy singing Hawaiian music. If I'm in Japan, I like to sing other English songs that they have, usually country music or 80s or 90s music.
Good. That's good. Do you think you're a good student?
I don't know if I'm a good student. Growing up, I was not a good student, but now I am trying harder to be a good student.
How were you not a good student growing up?
I didn't enjoy going to school, and I didn't try very hard in school. Now I try a little harder. I make an effort.
Can you talk more about your effort? What do you do to try to be a good student?
I try to listen to the teachers now instead of doing my own thing, and I try to complete everything with good quality.
That's good. And last, do you think that you're a good athlete?
Growing up, I was a good athlete. I played a few sports. Now I don't play any sports anymore because I'm old. But growing up, I think I was a good athlete.
What sports did you play?
I played American football, baseball, and soccer.
Which one is your best sport?
I would say football. American football is my best sport.
How long did you play?
I played since I was 11 until age 22.
So for 11 years.
Yeah.
And you played when you were in university?
I played at the University of Hawaii, yes. Hi, I'm Ron from Hawaii. I'm here with Mari from Japan. Today we'll be talking about abilities. So Mari, are you a good cook?
I like to cook. More specifically, I like to cook for people. I like to have people over and eat with people. I don't really like to eat alone, so I don't like to cook for myself. I like to cook for other people. But more than cooking, I like to bake.
Baking. What do you like to bake?
Cookies and brownies and cake.
That sounds very good. I would like to eat one of your brownies. Okay, next. Are you a good singer?
I am terrible at singing. I don't like going to karaoke, and I don't like to sing. I like music, but I can't sing for my life. Yesterday, or I guess in class, it was a student's birthday, and I made my students sing happy birthday, but they wouldn't start. So I had to start them off singing, and my voice was so bad that they started laughing at me. So I'm just a terrible singer.
That's funny. Okay, next. Are you a good dancer?
No, I'm not a good dancer. I can't dance at all. I used to, when I was younger, my parents enrolled me in ballet classes, so I did ballet for like 6 years, but am not very good at dancing.
So you're a teacher now, right? So were you a good student when you were a student?
I was a good student because 'cause I'm a dork. No, yeah, I think I was a good student. I tried hard in all of my classes. I always did my homework. I was always focused and took notes during class. If I didn't understand something, I would either ask questions in class or speak to the teacher or professor after class. I always really liked learning, and so I think that's why I was a really good student.
And athletics. Were you a good athlete, and are you a good athlete now?
It's a tricky question. I like sports, and I like playing sports. I don't think I'm a very good athlete, probably compared to you. I'm probably not, but I really enjoy playing sports. In high school, I played soccer. I ran cross country. I played ice hockey and a little bit of lacrosse.
And which one was your favorite sport?
My favorite sport was ice hockey. Hi, this is Mari. I'm here with Ron. Today we'll talk about types of entertainment and how often we do these things. Let's first start with watching TV. Ron, how often do you watch TV?
Usually I watch TV every day. I don't watch TV very long, but I usually watch TV every day. Usually I watch the news.
Why just the news?
I like to know what's going on in the world, so I usually watch CNN or BBC.
And that's it. Nothing else.
Usually, yes.
Usually.
Other than that, sometimes I'll watch sporting events, such as baseball or football.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, do you go to the movies? How often do you go to the movies?
I don't go to the movies very often. Maybe twice a year, I would say.
That's it?
Yeah.
Do you rent movies?
I rent movies more than I go to the cinema, but also not very often.
What kind of movies do you like?
I like funny movies, comedies.
Comedies. What's the most recent movie you watched?
I watched Home Alone last night, but it was on TV. I didn't rent the movie.
Okay. How often do you read books?
I don't like reading, so I don't read books very often. The only time I do read books is for school purposes.
What kind of books do you read for school?
Well, my major is international relations, so usually I read international relations books, if I have to read.
If you have to read. So nothing, no books for pleasure.
Not for entertainment.
So when you're on the airplane, you don't read.
No.
Okay.
I try to watch the movies on the airplane.
Okay. How often do you go to concerts?
I go to concerts once in a while. In Hawaii, there aren't many concerts, so when there are concerts, I try to go.
What do you go see, or what type of concerts?
I like Hawaiian music, so I go to Hawaiian concerts. And if a big star from America comes, I usually try to go also.
So music concerts.
Right, music concerts.
Okay, Ron, thanks.
You're welcome. Hi, I'm Ron from Hawaii. I'm here with Mari from Japan. Today we're going to be talking about entertainment and how often we do these things. So Mari, how often do you watch TV?
I watch the news in the morning, and when I come home at night, I sometimes watch TV.
Do you have a favorite TV show?
I don't have a favorite TV show.
Okay. How often do you go to the movies?
I really like going to the movies. I think I go maybe once a month or once every 2 months.
And other than that, do you rent movies?
No, I don't rent movies, but sometimes I download movies. I like to watch comedies, romantic comedies, and a little bit of drama.
Which is your favorite movie you watched recently?
My favorite movie, or I don't know if it was my favorite movie, but a movie that I watched recently is called 27 Dresses. It is about a girl or a woman who was bridesmaid 27 times.
And that's a romantic comedy?
It is.
What about reading? Do you like to read books?
I do like to read books. Right now, I'm really busy with work, so I don't have a lot of time to read. But when I'm on vacation or whenever I have free time, I like to read books.
What kind of books?
I like to read nonfiction, usually, like biographies of people. And I also like to read about like teaching practices so that I could become a better teacher, and a little bit of fiction.
And what about concerts? Do you enjoy going to concerts?
I don't go to music concerts. I don't think I've ever been to one, actually, but I like to go see musicals, and I also like to go to sporting events.
So Naomi, so you're from Wales and you're 11. So what does an 11-year-old girl do for fun in Wales?
I do music. I play the piano and the violin.
All right.
And I play sports, netball. And,
Netball?
yeah.
What's that?
It's like a basketball a bit.
Yeah.
But, mostly girls play it. And you have two teams, and you have to try and get the ball in each other's nets.
Oh, okay, so it's just like basketball, you bounce
Yeah.
it around.
Well, you don't really bounce it that much. You can only bounce it once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. And you play it indoors then, or?
Yeah, mostly indoors. In the summer, sometimes outdoors.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, so you can only bounce it once?
Yeah, there's 3 different passes you can do, but one is you use a bounce called bounce pass,
Okay.
and you can only use a bounce once.
Okay, to pass it to your teammate.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are the other passes?
There's chest pass.
And what's that?
It's just sort of a straight pass from chest to the other person's chest.
Okay,
And shoulder pass, which is just sort of lob.
like a lob, you throw it over your
Yeah.
shoulder kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just, well, like basketball, then somebody throws it in the net, and then how many points do you get?
It's a 1 point for every net, every ball that you get in the net.
Oh, okay. And how long is a game of netball?
Probably about an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So like half an hour each side, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And how many people are there on a team?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So Naomi, so you're from Wales and you're 11. So what does an 11-year-old girl do for fun in Wales?
I do music. I play the piano and the violin.
Okay, how long have you played the piano for?
Since I was about 8.
8. And what about the violin?
About the same.
Okay. And what kind of level are you at now then, at the piano?
I just passed my grade 3
Oh, congratulations. So that's grade 3 of, what is that?
of, you have different levels. And
Okay.
Yeah.
And it starts at grade
1.
1
And it gets harder.
up till, what's the highest grade you can get?
Grade 8.
Oh, grade 8. So you're grade 3 now.
Yeah.
So I guess the next one you're going to do is grade 4.
Yes.
Okay. And so what do you have to do? What kind of test is it?
It's you learn 3 pieces.
3 pieces of music?
Yeah.
Right.
And you have to play them, and you have to do some singing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And some.
Is that like sight reading? You look at the script and you have to sing the notes, or?
No, somebody plays a tune for you, and you have to sing it exactly the same tune that they played. And there's sight reading where you have to look at a page and then play it on the piano.
Oh, wow. Is that hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. So how much do you practice the piano then?
It probably should be once a day.
Yeah.
But I normally do it 3 times a week, about that.
Okay. And you enjoy it then?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And you play the violin too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that fun?
Sort of. It's not as fun as the piano.
Okay. Okay. And how do you do any other things in your spare time?
I do guides and swimming.
Guides?
Yeah.
What's guides?
It's like a group of girls and they do activities and everything. And they meet each week
Yeah.
to do activities.
Okay. Like what kind of activities do you do?
Well, you go camping sometimes.
Yeah.
And you just do activities like sometimes you do sports and outside activities and lots of things.
Okay. Oh, is it like kind of like the Cub Scouts for the
Yes.
boys? Okay. So you have to wear a uniform?
Yes.
Okay. What? Can you explain the uniform for me?
It's dark blue, and you can either wear jeans or joggers or these trousers.
Joggers?
Yeah,
What are joggers?
the trousers that you wear for sports.
Oh, for like jogging?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, sounds like you do a lot of fun things in your spare time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's very nice to talk to you, and good luck with your piano and your violin.
Thank you.
So, Miss Naomi from, where is it you're from?
Wales.
Wales. Okay. So, and how old are you now?
I'm 11.
11. Okay. So, that means you are in, what would that be, junior school, secondary school?
Junior school.
Junior school. Okay. And so what grade is that in junior school?
6.
Oh, grade 6. Okay. So, okay, tell me about your school. What kind of subjects do you study in junior school?
We study art and maths and science and English and geography and history and RE.
RE. What's RE?
Religious education.
Oh, okay. And so you go to school from what time in the morning?
About 9:15, and it starts at 5:15.
The first class is at 5
Yeah.
past. And then do you get a break?
We get a break at 10:30, and then lunch at 12 o'clock
12 o'clock for how long?
for an hour.
An hour. Oh, nice. And then what do you do for lunch in Wales? Do they have like a cafeteria where they cook for you, or?
Yeah, they have that, and you can bring sandwiches.
Oh, you can bring your own sandwiches instead.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do?
I normally bring sandwiches.
Okay. Oh, is that because the dinners are no good, or?
They're okay, but I don't really like them as much as sandwiches.
Oh, okay. And what kind of food do they serve up in the canteen?
They serve roast dinners and
Roast dinners?
Yeah.
What's a roast dinner?
It's like meat and vegetables.
Okay. Okay. Sounds very simple.
Yeah, and pizza and chips and ham and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, it sounds good. And do they give you lots of homework?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, that's good to hear. So what's your favourite subject then in junior school?
Art.
Art?
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
I don't know. I just like painting and drawing.
Okay. And then what's the subject that you find most boring?
Maths.
Maths?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of maths. So I guess if you're in grade 6, you'll be going on to your next school soon?
Yeah, secondary school.
Okay. And are you looking forward to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay, well, it's very nice talking to you, and good luck in your next school.
Hi, I'm Ron from Hawaii. I'm here with Mari from Japan. Today we're going to be talking about food. So Mari, what's your favorite cuisine?
I think I like American food.
What type of American food?
I like hamburgers.
Hamburgers. Is that your favorite dish as well?
That is my favorite dish. My favorite hamburger place is right near where I went to university, and they have this hamburger called the Danish burger, and the Danish burger has blue cheese inside the hamburger. So my favorite dish has to be the Danish burger.
Do you like any side things like French fries with your hamburger?
I love French fries, but I know that eating hamburger and French fries is a little bit unhealthy, so I always replace the French fries for a salad.
A salad. Okay. What about desserts? What's your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert has to be chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. Anything else? Do you like to eat it with anything?
No, I like chocolate cake by itself. Anything else? I like brownie sundaes, like brownies with vanilla ice cream. I guess my favorite dessert is anything chocolatey.
Sounds good. So before you said you like to eat a salad, what type of salad, what type of vegetables do you like?
I like all vegetables. I like them cooked or raw, but I don't like raw onions.
Not raw onions.
I really can't eat onions raw. That's probably the only vegetable I can't eat raw.
That's interesting. Thanks, Mari.
Okay, that's good. Nice job, guys. I'm surprised you said hamburgers.
Hi, I'm Mari. I'm here with my friend Ron. Today we're talking about food. So, Ron, what's your favorite cuisine?
My favorite cuisine has to be Hawaiian food. I grew up eating Hawaiian food, so every special occasion we had Hawaiian food. So now when I eat Hawaiian food, it always brings back good memories.
What exactly is Hawaiian food?
Traditional Hawaiian food is usually cooked under the ground in a hole with hot rocks, and it cooks for maybe 6 hours or 7 hours. And when you take it out, it's very salty because we use a lot of salt, and it tastes really good. Usually meat, usually pork and other vegetables like taro and potato.
So then what's your favorite Hawaiian dish?
My favorite Hawaiian dish is called lau lau. It's pork or fish wrapped in leaves and put inside the underground oven. And it's very salty and very good.
So the flavor is just salt?
The flavor is salt and also the leaf flavor that it's wrapped in.
What's your favorite dessert or junk food?
My favorite dessert has to be cake and ice cream together. I love to eat cake and ice cream together.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry, and I like to eat that with chocolate cake.
Sounds good. Do you like vegetables?
Not so much. I don't like to eat vegetables, but I can eat them if somebody cooks them for me.
What's your favorite vegetable?
Favorite vegetable? I don't have a favorite vegetable, but I can eat vegetables like asparagus, broccoli, carrots, those types of things.
Do you eat your vegetables raw, like salad, or do you prefer them cooked?
I prefer them cooked.
Thanks, Ron.
Welcome.
It's good. It's really good.
Is that short?
No, it's 2 minutes 20.
Hi, I'm Mari. I'm here with Ron. Ron is from Hawaii. So, Ron, what's so special about Hawaii?
Well, Hawaii is my home, but to people not from Hawaii, I think Hawaii is famous for its nice weather. It's warm all year round. Also, it's known for its beaches. The beaches are very nice. And it's also known for its warm hospitality. The people are also very nice.
So can you tell me more about the weather? It's always sunny. It never rains.
It does rain, but often it rains and is sunny at the same time. So we have a lot of rainbows. So Hawaii is also famous for rainbows.
That's nice. Can you tell me more about the beach?
We have beaches on all shores of the island, of all our islands. So there's many beaches to choose from. And often, some beaches have big waves, some beaches have small waves, and you can choose which beach to go to depending on whether you want to surf in big waves or you want to swim where there's no waves.
Can you tell me maybe about the nature in Hawaii?
We have forests, so there's lots of animals like birds and small animals like wallabies. We have Hawaiian wallabies, and they live in the forest.
What's a wallaby?
Wallabies, they're those little mammals. They came from Australia, and they were introduced to Hawaii, and now they're wild in Hawaii, and they've become their own species.
What do they look like?
They look like little kangaroos, I think.
Interesting. Any other interesting animals in Hawaii?
We have a lot of pigs, wild pigs. We like to go hunting for them, and we like to eat them.
Are there any animals that live in the sea?
We have nice coral reefs, so there's lots of beautiful fish in our coral reefs, and many people like to go snorkeling to look at our reefs. We also have turtles and seals in Hawaii.
Are there any whales?
We do have whales during the months of March until February, I believe. They come from Alaska, and they come to Hawaii during those months, and then they return to Alaska.
Wow, there are a lot of animals that live in Hawaii. Sounds like a great place to visit.
So Anna, you're from Portugal. Can you tell me a little bit about your country?
Yeah, sure. Portugal is a really small country, actually. It's right by Spain in Europe, and we have really nice weather there. It's really sunny most of the year and really hot in summer. It can get really cold and really rainy in winter. But yeah, overall, it's a really nice country to live in.
And I've heard you have nice beaches in Portugal.
Yes, we do. I used to go to the beach every day with my family in the summer. It was really great. But the beaches can get really crowded, lots of people. So you might want to be a bit careful when you choose where to go.
All right, I see. And where do you live in Portugal?
I live in a small village, actually. You probably don't know it. It's called Palmela, but it's south of Lisbon and it's by the coast, so it's really nice. We get a nice view of the mountains and of the rivers, so I really enjoy living there. It's really quiet, not a lot of people, a lot of wine farms actually, and really nice food. You should come and visit sometime.
I like wine. And so you have good wine in Portugal. What sort of food do you eat in Portugal?
Let's see. We get a lot of fish because we're by the sea, and so codfish is a traditional, and sardines.
Ooh,
And
I like
mackerel.
sardines.
Yeah, it's really good. And we also have really good desserts. So, for example, coffee cake, yogurt cake. We've got pastel de nata, which is kind of an egg tart thing. So I really recommend you try that with our coffee when you go there.
All right. And you speak Portuguese as your first language?
Yes, I do. I speak Portuguese. It's not the same as Brazilian Portuguese, but it's really close and we can understand each other. So that's
All
really
right.
great.
And can you understand Spanish as well?
Yeah, I can understand a little bit of Spanish, but there are some differences between Portuguese and Spanish. So,
How do you say hello in Portuguese?
oh, you can say hola.
Hola.
Yeah, it's fun. You should learn some Portuguese.
Oh, I'd love to. So Anna, you're from Portugal, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, because I'm actually thinking of going to visit Europe this summer, and I thought Portugal would be a great place to visit.
Oh yeah, Portugal is great, especially in the summer. It will be really warm, and you can go to lots of places in Portugal. You can go to the north, where we have a lot of mountains, and you can do all kinds of activities like archery and horse riding.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Well, actually, I was thinking of going to the beach. Can you give me some advice for what's the best time of year to go when perhaps there are not too many tourists around?
Oh yeah, if you want to avoid tourists, you should definitely not come in August. August is really crowded and there are just so many people in the south of Portugal. You can try to come in June. June is
Alright.
already warm, but there are not too many people, so it will be easier for you to find accommodation. There are some really nice hotels and hostels around. So, what kind of place were you thinking of staying in?
Well, actually, I don't really mind too much. I think I'd like to see what it's like to maybe for normal people in Portugal, what it would be like to go on holiday and have an authentic Portuguese experience. So maybe I don't really want to stay in a big international hotel. What's a typical Portuguese place to stay in that's nice for a summer holiday?
That's interesting. Yeah, in that case, you should definitely avoid the big hotels or any hostels. There are some apartments that you can rent, so you can just live in an apartment by the beach.
All right.
And yeah, they're just in a normal building with other Portuguese people, but you can rent it and stay there, and it's really close to the beach. It's like a 1-minute walk, so it will
Really?
be really convenient for you.
And is this is by the Atlantic Ocean?
Yes, it is.
All right, that's sounds like a very good idea, staying at an apartment. How much should I budget for that?
I am not really sure. It will probably be a bit more expensive than a hotel,
Really?
but not in the long term. You can pay about 30 euros per night, I think,
Wow, that's
for
cheap.
a nice location. Yeah. If you come with friends, though, you can also rent a villa. We have some villas also by the beach.
Does it have a swimming pool?
It does have a swimming pool,
Wow.
and they have plenty of rooms. So if you want to come with a big group, that's definitely a better option.
That sounds like a great idea. I can invite my colleagues along. So, do you have any final tips for me for my holiday in Portugal?
Well, I mean, if you want to stay in the south, in the Algarve, then I definitely recommend you check out the nightlife. It can be really lively, and there are night markets and where you can buy lots of souvenirs and people just hang around. So I definitely recommend that.
Okay, and what was the name again? The Algarve.
The Algarve, yeah, that's the southern part of Portugal, so
Ooh.
you can't miss it.
Gotta remember that. Thank you very much.
Hey, Shirley.
Hey, Josh.
So how was your weekend?
Quite busy this weekend.
Really? Those are hard.
Yeah.
So what did you do on Saturday?
Well, Saturday morning, I usually clean the house.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of boring, but I have to clean the bathroom and then the kitchen and then the lounge room because I have lots of cats.
Okay.
And the cats leave hair everywhere. So I always have to clean on Saturday mornings.
Yes, cats are messy.
Yeah.
So after you cleaned, what did you do?
Well, in the afternoon, I went for a walk up the mountain. It was a beautiful sunny day. There were no clouds in the sky.
Wow.
It was gorgeous. So I walked up the mountain and I saw a ferret.
A ferret?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're a little furry animal, 4 legs, tail. Not like a rabbit, but about the same size as a rabbit.
Okay.
And they're kind of gold brown colour.
Wow. Did you see any other animals on your walk?
No. I
Okay.
didn't see any other animals on the ground, but I did see a beautiful bird flying in the sky.
Wow. Do you know what kind?
I think it was an ibis. It's a big bird that usually walks in the water. It has long legs and it was white with a black head.
Great. So after your walk, did you do anything else?
I went home and then I watched some TV.
Okay.
that was about it for my Saturday.
Okay. What did you do on Sunday?
Sunday, I went to the art museum.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
I really like to go and see new art, pictures or paintings or photographs or sometimes sculptures.
Okay. So who's your favorite artist?
I don't really have a favourite artist, but I really like watercolours.
Okay.
So pictures that are painted with just a kind of soft painting style.
Do you like paintings of nature?
I do like paintings of nature. I especially like paintings of flowers and animals
Okay.
and places that have water, like lakes or rivers or the sea.
Oh, that sounds like you had a great weekend.
Yeah, it was good, thanks.
Okay. Hey, Shirley. You're from Australia, right?
Yeah, that's right, from down under.
Okay. Are you from Sydney?
No, I'm not from Sydney. Actually, I'm from Melbourne.
Melbourne? Mm-hmm. Okay. So are there any nice parks in Melbourne?
Well, you know, Josh, Melbourne is a great city. And one of the reasons is because there are lots of parks. There's a really big park right in the centre of the city.
Is it beautiful?
It's gorgeous. It's called the Botanical Gardens, and they have plants from many different places around the world. And there's a lake, a small lake in the centre. But what I really love about that park is at one time of the year, they have lots of big fruit bats that fly into the park and they hang upside down from the trees. They're really huge, like big sacks. It's very cool.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
So, is there good shopping in your city?
Oh, there's great shopping in Melbourne. You know, Melbourne has people from many different countries. So we have a great variety of things and clothing, cars, coffee shops, foods from many different countries. So it's a great place to shop.
Wonderful. What about housing? Is there cheap housing or is it really expensive?
Well, it's not cheap, but it's not as expensive as Sydney. Sydney is the biggest city in Australia. It's very expensive to live. But in Melbourne, the housing is so-so.
How do you get around in Melbourne? Do you take the bus?
You can take the bus. But Melbourne has something very special that no other city in Australia has. We have a tram system. I think they're called trolley cars in America, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. Well, Melbourne has a really big tram system. So you can go lots of places in the city by tram. It's really good fun.
What about the tram? Is it expensive?
Not so expensive. Cheaper than the bus. Maybe about the same as the train. Cheaper than a car. Probably one of the cheapest ways to travel in the city.
What about schools in Melbourne? Is there a big university?
Melbourne has 3 or 4 really big universities and some smaller universities too. Also, they have some very good private high schools and some very good public high schools.
Great. That sounds like a great place to go to school.
It's a pretty great place to live.
So Sarah, I see you eat soup every day at work. Why are you eating soup every day?
That's because I love to cook soup.
So you make the soup?
Yes, it's very easy to make.
So you cook it and then you just bring it to work every day?
Yeah, I just make a lot on Monday, and then I bring it to work every day of the week.
Oh, nice. So how do you make the soup? What's your Your secret?
Well, I like to cook very easy, so I buy meat that's already cut up, usually chicken, and then some rice, usually brown rice, and then I buy some vegetables. So after I bought the ingredients, I chop them up, and I put them all together in water until it boils and add some seasoning.
Okay. So you say the water boils, so as soon as the water boils, that's when you put in all the ingredients?
Yes, that's right.
So you don't put in the ingredients before the water boils?
No, I guess it's just easier for the water to be hot, because then the vegetables and the meat cook a little faster.
So how do you give the soup flavoring?
I usually add salt and pepper, maybe some garlic, and depending on the type of soup, either maybe some soy sauce or lemon juice.
Okay. Do you put in the flavoring after you put in the ingredients or before you put in the ingredients?
Maybe after, but usually right about all at the same time.
Okay.
So I just put everything in at one time.
And then after you cook the soup, do you put the soup in the refrigerator? Do you let it sit outside?
I usually eat some right then. And I also put it in containers for the week. But I let it sit in the containers out on the counter for a while for it to cool before I put it in the refrigerator.
All right. And so you don't put it in the refrigerator until it is cool?
Until it's about room temperature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And then how do you heat it up? Do you heat it up in a pot or do you heat it up in the microwave?
In the microwave. It's the easiest.
Yeah, nice. So you make enough for 5 meals?
Maybe, sometimes. If I think I will get tired of eating it during the week, then maybe I'll just make enough for 3 or 4 meals. But if it's some kind that I think is really delicious and I know I'll want to eat it every day, then I'll make a lot.
Well, if that happens, when you make the soup, you can make it for 6 or 7 and give me a bowl.
Okay, I'll do that next time.
Oh, great. Thanks.
So, John, do you like to play golf?
Well, no, I don't play golf very much, but I play disc golf.
Disc golf? What's that?
Well, some people call it frisbee golf. Basically, there are courses at parks. It's similar to golf, but the courses are much smaller. You use frisbees, or flying discs, and you have to throw it. So it's different from golf. You're not aiming for a small hole, but actually you need to throw the frisbee into a basket.
Oh, that sounds fun. Is it very easy?
Well, it can be easy or it can be very difficult. It depends on the course. Many different parks have different disc golf courses, and you can be a easy beginner or you can be an expert. It all depends on how much you want to get involved.
I see.
My friends and I, we're beginners, so we just like to have fun. So we just do the easy courses and have a good time. I think it's relaxing.
So you only need one frisbee?
Well, actually, it's better to have 2 or 3. You can play with one, but in fact, when you learn more about disc golf, there are different sizes and weights of the discs.
Why would you want a different size disc?
Well, it's similar to the clubs in golf. When you throw your first throw, you want it to go very far, so you should use a heavier disc. But when you're near the basket, you should make a short throw, so you want a lightweight disc.
I see. That's interesting.
Yeah, so as I said, when you want to become an expert, you have to spend more money to get better equipment. It's like any sport, I guess. In fact, they have disc golf competitions now. So you can even participate in a tournament and win some prize money.
Did you ever compete?
Oh no, I'm just a beginner. I don't think I want to be too serious about it.
So golf has 18 holes. How about disc golf? Does it have 18 holes too?
Well, not usually. Golf courses are very large, but disc golf courses are usually found in parks. So they usually have only 6 holes, but you can play 18 holes by doing all 6 3 times each.
I see. How do you keep score?
Scorekeeping is like real golf, so the winner should have the lowest score. Every time you throw a frisbee or a flying disc, you have to mark 1 point. So if you can do a hole in one, that means you can hit the basket on your first try. Then you'll only have 1 point. That's best. But I'm not that good at it, so usually I have 3 or 4 points for each course.
I see. You said disc golf is at the park. Do you have little kids playing in the middle of the course?
Sometimes the kids, of course, they can play wherever they want. And the courses do go through the park where kids play, so we have to be very careful. And we have to use good sportsmanship to wait for the course to be clear.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is fun. Maybe you can join us next time.
That sounds great. Thank you.
Meg, we are talking about traveling and visiting other countries. What countries have you traveled to?
I've been to quite a few different countries. For example, Spain, Belize, and Indonesia.
Wow, 3 different continents.
Yeah, pretty far apart.
Wow, that's cool. So, Spain, that must be a really nice country. What did you think of Spain?
Spain is really beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful nature and also some nice cities. While I was there, I lived in a small city called Cáceres.
Oh, nice. Are the people really friendly in Spain?
Yes, actually, the people are very friendly and very helpful, especially if you're lost.
Oh, that's great. I hear Spanish food is really, really good.
Spanish food is delicious. I lived with a Spanish family, and my Spanish mom cooked delicious meals every day for lunch. In Spain, seafood is really popular, so I ate a lot of fish and shrimp.
Oh, I love fish and shrimp.
Me too.
Now, Spain is really warm, right?
Yes, Spain was very hot while I was there during the summer.
Oh, yeah? How hot? How hot does it get?
It got up past 40 degrees Celsius during the summer.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty hot.
Does it rain?
It does rain, but when I was there in the summer, it didn't rain very often.
So what about Belize? Belize is a really small country.
Belize is very small, but it's also hot, similar to Spain in the summer.
Why did you go to Belize?
I went to Belize on a study trip for school, and I stayed there for about 2 weeks.
Okay. Now, does Belize have good food?
Belize also has good food. There was a family that cooked for us, and we had a lot of delicious, almost Mexican type food.
Oh, really? So, for example, what do you eat? Like, what do people eat in Belize?
People eat, it's kind of like a taco, but flat, with a tortilla and some meat and vegetables on top and some spices that make it really delicious.
So, the last country is Indonesia. When did you go to Indonesia?
I actually went to Indonesia just last year.
Oh, whoa. How long did you stay?
I only stayed there for about a week.
Oh, yeah? Ooh, short trip.
Yeah, it was a short trip, but I was just visiting some friends there.
Where did you go?
I went to Jakarta and Bali.
Oh, okay. So, I hear Bali has really beautiful beaches. Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. There are a lot of famous and beautiful beaches in Bali.
Oh, did you surf in Bali?
I've never surfed before. Usually when I went to the beach, I just wanted to put my feet in the water.
Oh, yeah. Now, Bali also has very famous scenery on the inside, like the rice fields. Did you see the rice fields of Bali?
No, I didn't see the rice fields, but I did go to some famous historical spots.
So, of the three countries, Spain, Belize, and Indonesia, what country was your favorite?
Maybe Spain was my favorite because I love learning language and it was really nice to stay with my Spanish family.
Yeah, I could see that. I really want to go to Spain, and I hope to go soon.
I hope you can go too. It's beautiful. Hey Todd, I know you've traveled a lot. What countries have you lived in?
I've lived in three countries. I've traveled to many, many countries, but I've actually lived in three. I lived in England for 1 year. I lived in Thailand for 4 years, and I have lived in Japan for 15 years.
Wow. So when you lived in England, why did you live there?
It was the first country I traveled to after college, and I had a work permit, a work visa for 1 year, and I worked at a pub restaurant, which was great. It was in the countryside, and I really enjoyed it. And then I did that for 6 months. I lived near Cambridge, so I was near Cambridge University. And then after that, I moved to London, and again, I worked at a restaurant, and I lived in London and just worked.
Wow. So it was after college. How old were you?
I was 23 years old.
Oh, and living in London, that must have been fun.
It was fun, and interestingly, when I went to England, I could not speak English. So I could not understand British people. It took me maybe 2 months before I could understand their English. So it was very, very difficult to understand British people when I first moved there.
Ah, so you liked it.
I did like England. It was fun. It was my first country. But the weather was cold for me. So I'm from California,
Right.
and California in the United States is very warm. So I didn't like the weather, but that's okay because all British people don't like the weather too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody complains about the weather.
Ah, so after England, did you move someplace warmer?
I did. Right after England, I moved to Thailand, and I lived in Thailand for over 4 years.
Wow. Why did you live in Thailand?
I was traveling, and in Thailand, I had no money, and I needed a job, and I wanted to stay in Thailand, so I became an English teacher.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you teach English there for 4 years?
I did. So I went there and I began teaching English. Then I got a teaching course certificate to teach English in Thailand, and I really enjoyed it. The Thai students were really fun. And Thailand is a great place to live because the weather is really nice, the people are really friendly, and the food is delicious. It has the best food in the world, I think.
I've also heard that Thailand is beautiful. Is it true?
It is. It has many, many beautiful islands, and it has lots of beautiful places with nature in the mountains. It has jungles, it has beautiful beaches, so it's a nice place to live.
So you liked Thailand too?
I did. Thailand was great, yeah.
So England, Thailand, you said next was Japan?
Yeah, so next was Japan, and Japan's nice. I am a teacher, an English teacher in Japan, and I love teaching English in Japan. Like Thailand, the food is really, really good. The people are nice. The scenery is really beautiful. So Japan is really nice.
Are there fun things to do in Japan?
Yes, actually, I like Japan the most because you get everything. You get lots of beautiful nature, so you can go hiking, you can go see beautiful beaches, you can go to really nice islands. But also, Japan has many, many nice cities. So you can go to Tokyo, Osaka, Fukuoka, and the cities have lots to do. There's good shopping, great restaurants. It's easy to travel in Japan by train and bus, so it's really nice.
Wow, that sounds like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it is. Definitely a good place to live. So, Meg, do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in an apartment near the train station.
Oh, you live downtown.
I do.
Do you like living downtown?
I do like living downtown because it's so convenient. Everything is close by. Grocery stores, the mall, the station.
Oh, that's great. So
Yeah.
what about your apartment? Do you have a nice apartment?
It's a nice apartment, but it's really small.
Oh, yeah? How many rooms?
Well, there are 3 rooms, but each room is pretty small.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bedroom, a sitting room, like a living room, and the kitchen room.
Oh, wow. So in your bedroom, like, do you have like a big queen size bed, a small bed?
I have a small twin size bed or a single bed in the bedroom because it's pretty small, so there's not much space for a big bed.
All right. So do you have a TV in your bedroom?
No, actually, I don't own a TV at all.
Really? So there's no TV in the living room, too?
There's no TV anywhere in the apartment.
Wow. What do you do in your house?
I have a laptop computer, so usually I can watch some TV shows or videos on my laptop.
Oh, right. Okay. Do you like to watch movies in bed?
Yeah, sometimes I like to watch movies in bed, or sometimes I prefer to sit in the living room and watch movies.
Right. So you must have high-speed internet.
I do, yes. I have an internet box that my laptop can connect to.
Okay, cool. Do you have a nice big sofa?
I have two small sofas, so you can push them together to make one big sofa, or you can keep them separate. Usually I keep them separate because there's more room for people to sit on.
Okay. Now, you like to cook, so you must have a nice kitchen.
Unfortunately, I have a very tiny kitchen.
Oh, no. How do you cook?
I have to use some extra tables to have more space. The counter is really small, so there's not much space. So I have an extra table I use for preparing the food.
Okay. Do you have an oven?
I have a very small toaster oven, so it's not really an oven.
Right. So do you have a microwave?
I do have a microwave and a small refrigerator and one burner, like a stovetop burner.
Okay. Do you cook every night?
I don't cook every night. Sometimes I'm too busy, and sometimes because my kitchen is so small, I get a little frustrated, so I just pick up some food from a restaurant.
Oh, right. Now, you live in an apartment, so how many floors does your apartment building have?
The building has 5 floors, and I live on the 5th floor.
Nice. Fifth floor.
Yeah, the view is nice, but unfortunately there's no elevator, so you always have to take the stairs.
Wow, 5 flights of stairs.
5 flights of stairs every day, but it's good exercise.
So you're on the 5th floor. Do you have a balcony?
I have a small balcony where my washing machine is, and I can also hang up my laundry out there.
Oh, cool. Washing machine's outside.
It is outside. It's a little different from my house in America.
Oh, so from your view, what can you see?
I can see the train station from one window and all the restaurants downtown. And from a different window, I can see the mountains.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the mountains are nice.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Hey, Todd, where do you live?
I live on the east side of town.
Oh, do you like it there?
I do. I live in an older house, but it's a big house, and it's really relaxing. It's a nice place to live.
Wow, sounds nice. How many rooms does it have?
My house is pretty big. It's 4 rooms. It has a big sleeping room. It's a Japanese house, so it's not really a bedroom because you sleep on the floor.
Oh.
But it also has a living room. It has like an office room, and it has a kitchen.
Is it a big kitchen?
No, it's a pretty small kitchen, and it's a very old kitchen. I have a small stove, so it's very difficult to cook. But, you know, I have a refrigerator, I have a microwave, I have a nice kitchen table to eat at. So it's a pretty decent kitchen.
It sounds okay. What about your living room? What do you have in the living room?
My living room, it's pretty cool for a guy because it's a good place to watch sports. I have a really big TV, and I have cable TV, so I get all the football channels.
Nice.
And I have a really big sofa, so I can sit on my sofa and watch sports and drink beer. It's great.
Sounds relaxing.
Very relaxing.
Well, do you also have a nice bathroom?
I do. I actually have 3 bathrooms.
Oh, really?
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so in English, you know, we say bathroom, but I have 2 rooms that are for the toilet, and I have 1 room or bathroom with the toilet for the guests, and then I have a bathroom that I use, and then also I have a natural hot spring bath outside my house, so if I want to take a shower or bathe, I use that room.
Wow, I'd love to have a hot spring at my house.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Oh.
It's very, very nice.
Does your house also have a yard?
It kind of has a yard. So outside my house, there's an area for flowers and bushes, and it's like a yard or a garden around the house, but it's not a place you can play sports. There's no grass or anything. So it's a very, very small yard. But, it's a nice place.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like a nice place to live.
It is a nice place to live. I'm very, very lucky.
You said you have a sleeping room, not a bedroom. What does that mean?
Yeah, I live in a Japanese-style house, so it's called a tatami room, and you sleep in the tatami room, and you sleep on the floor on a futon. So I don't have a bed, so it's not a bedroom. It's a room that you sit in during the day, and you can eat and talk with guests, but it's also a room that you sleep in at night. So, yeah, I call it my sleeping room. But I think in Japan, they just call it the tatami room.
Is it comfortable sleeping on the floor?
Yeah, it's really comfortable. Now I love it. So before, I slept on a bed, but now I sleep on the futon on the floor, and I really like it. Actually, I prefer to sleep on the futon on the floor.
Well, it sounds like your house is really comfortable.
It is. It is. I never want to leave.